From the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know at the News You Trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution, I'm Joel Norwood with your farm news this Friday. The cool weather is here, and it looks like it might be to stay. Let's start off looking at that with Ohio AgNet Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin.
Clouds and occasional sunshine for the rest of this afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a quick look at that forecast update. I think we're going to be seeing clouds break up a little bit more as we move through the next few hours and few days. The weekend at this point doesn't look too shabby. Partly sunny skies, temperatures moderating, especially on Sunday. It looks to be a beautiful day. Going into next week, Monday starts with sunshine, but clouds increase, and I think we have to deal with a few spits and sprinkles, especially in central and southern parts of Ohio as we finish out Monday and go into Tuesday. Take a break then for Wednesday before another weather system may try and come back and give us a little bit of rain or wet snow for Thanksgiving Day. I'm Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Weather brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. In news, a group of Senate Democrats are renewing pressure to keep the weed killer dicamba banned. The herbicide was pulled from the market earlier this year, and the senators say it can drift when sprayed and cause irreparable harm to human health, critical habitats, and neighboring crops. That's coming from Senators Cory Booker, Bernie Sanders, and Peter Welch. That would be a big hit to farmers who are constantly looking for more options to add to their herbicide programs as weeds are becoming more and more resistant to current herbicides every day. Elsewhere, beef groups not very happy over some recommendations for consumers to increase their protein intake via beans, peas, and lentils. And they're calling the proposal unhinged. A major battle brewing over how much red meat Americans should consume. It comes as the United States is preparing next year to update its dietary guidelines for Americans. That's an influential set of recommendations that inform nutrition labels, what food is served in schools and hospitals, and the advice that healthcare professionals give patients. Drafts of those recommendations are set to call for greater intake of plant-based foods while limiting consumption of beef and starchy vegetables, so meat and potatoes being cut. The committee of scientists behind the recommendations also proposed moving meats, poultry, and eggs to the last group listed in the protein foods category, while adding beans, peas, and lentils as options there. That time of year of thinking about what inputs we need to be getting ready for 2025. Fungicide, a growing tool in the toolbox of farmers. That's one of the topics that our own Dale Menio talked with BASF's Kim Tudor about that, as well as the hot topic of AI. No, not the one we're usually talking about in agriculture, but artificial intelligence. Let's tune in.
Every farming operation is unique, right? Every farm's battling something different. But generally speaking, if we're thinking about corn fungicides, Veltima in particular, if we look at all of our data, the best bang for your buck is usually 7 ounces of that VTR1 timing. Now, if you're hearing tar spots coming in, maybe you battled tar spot the previous year, you know you've got the disease present on your farm, we're going to recommend that you take that rate up to 10 ounces before you immediately jump to 2 pass. A lot of folks in 24 were like, oh, you got to spray twice. Well, maybe you did, but maybe you didn't. With a product like Veltima, you've got that longer lasting residual control. That 10 ounces performed really well.
Kim, I'm going to shift gears for just a second with you. A lot of producers are hearing about AI. What is BASF doing to help producers better utilize the AI method in today's data to help them either reconfirm these are the right decisions or give them opportunities to look at other decisions?
Generally speaking, I think it's about taking the data that you know from your farm, evaluating how products perform in your local geography. And folks can visit revxfields.com. They can see that localized performance in their backyard. I would also encourage them to reach out to their locally authorized BASF retailer, BASF representative. Give Veltima a try, give Revitech a try, and see how that product will perform consistently for you.
Tune into that full conversation and further tips on timing of fungicides and much more online at ohioagnet.com. It's our featured audio today. Our own Dale Menio talking with BASF's Kim Tudor. And stay tuned. We'll talk markets up next.
In any year, your best harvest is only a few upgrades away. Seed Consultants exclusively serves the Eastern Corn Belt, combining our deep knowledge of local conditions with high-performing products fit for your acres. Most importantly, our customized services put our products and your business in a position to succeed. We help you start with better to grow your best. Visit seedconsultants.com to learn why our products and services are simply better.
What's driving markets today? Thanks to Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years. Here's Ryan Metzger from Life's Mercantile.
December corn futures has the first level of support seen at 425 with resistance at 430. January soybean futures has the first level of support seen at 970 with resistance at 992, and December wheat futures has the first level of support at 545 with resistance at 555. For bullish momentum, we need to see closes above those key resistance levels.
Thanks, Ryan. The latest markets in Chicago: December corn up 1 1/4 to $4.28 per bushel. March corn up 1 1/2 to $4.37 3/4. January beans up 3/4 of a penny right now to $9.78 1/2. March beans up 1 3/4 at last check to $9.87 per bushel. Next July wheat down 2 3/4 to a price of $5.84 1/2 per bushel for next year's new crop. Markets thanks to Seed Consultants, simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. At the Merc, December cattle up $1.05 to $186.65. December hogs falling 15 cents to $80.65. Feeder cattle right in line with live cattle, and then milk down about 17 cents to $18.51 for December. I'm Joel Penor with this is the Ohio Ag Dat.